Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the right hand side of the screen, you will see a question that is displayed there, and the question says three views of a block are shown in figure 2. Draw full size, the isometric view of the block, making K the lowest point. Are we together? So since the word is isometric, like I always tell you, you should draw your isometric axis, your vertical, that is your Y, then this part here, which will be your z-axis, right? This part here, that will be your z-axis, and this here, which will be your x-axis. Are we together? Hope you can see that. Now this is x, y, z. If you look closely, you look for the entire height. The entire height given here is given to be, you get that from the front elevation. This is the front elevation, right? And that's given to be 50 and what 25, which will give us 75. So I'm going to measure 75 from the reference point here. This will be our reference point. So when I take this and I'll measure 75, right? So from 0 here with 70, 75. Hope you can see that. And the next one is the width, that is the length of it. Is that again? Now, see the lowest part here is K. So the length, you can get that from the um, base here, which will be 50. That will be 15 plus 5. That will be 20 plus 10. That will be 30 plus another 5. That will be 35, right? Then plus 15, and that will give us what? 50. So the length is given to be what? 50. Are we together? So I will measure my 50 here. This point here will be 50 because this is the lowest part here. So here will be 50. From 0 to 5 is 50. Then the next one is the length here, which will be like the width. The length from this side will be given to be 50, right from here. So I'll measure 50. You get logic? It is facing this side, right? If you look at the diagram very well, this K is the lowest part of the diagram here. So this point you're seeing K will be at this point here, right? So if K is here, what does it mean? It means that it's facing this side. So I'll project them upward. So project them upward. I'll come here to project it upward. You can see that, and I'll close it up. What I did here, I'll do it here. That means drawing my 30-degree, touch this aspect here, and here too. Right, and I'll close it up. Here also, I'll draw it this way. Here also, I'll draw it this way. You can see we have successfully drawn out this here. You see, we've drawn out this from this point. So the next thing that we should be doing here is to start bringing out the shape. So it is facing the side like I told you earlier. So if you look at this, what is facing here from this side here, that means this part here will be at this position here, while this part here will be here, right? So the height, like I told you, is given to be, you move from um, 0 to 50. Start again. So I'll move from 0 to 50 here, first of all. So from 0 to 50. All good. And the entire length here is thickened, you can see from the diagram. So I can easily just thicken this point here. You can see that. And I'll also thicken this point to 0.50 here. Now you might be saying that, why didn't I take it up to this stage here? Because from 0 to 50 here, the rest part is a curve. And when you see a curve from a 90-degree, you see it as what? As a straight line. So this part you see from this point of 20, from this point to height of 25 here is a curve. That means I'm drawing the curve at the side here. So but the thickness is given to be, if you look at it, from here to here, is given as from here to here, which is 10. Is that taken? So this thickness here is what? Is 10. So I'm going to just do this way. At this point, faint line. So on that point, I'm going to measure 10. So from 0 to 10. You can see that? So at this point, I'll bring it down with my faint line. Thickness from here to here, given to be, you check here very well, from here to here is what? Is 20. That is 15 plus 5. I'm going to measure 20 instead of what? I'm going to measure 20. So from here, I'm going to measure 20. And measuring that 20, I will bring it to this spot here. Faint line altogether. First of all, that's 20, and I'll close it up this way. Must do it all around that way. Just close it up. You can see that. Now, if you look at this now, there's a depth here. First of all, I can easily thicken the front bit here. You can see that. And the thickness, I can also take here upward to the height of 20, because from here to here is from here to here. And also here too. You can see that. I'll get the center of this figure here. So the center of 50 is 25, then I'll now measure 10, 10. We started from 0. So this is 0 to 5 is 50. And half of it is given to be 25. So I'll measure 5 to the left and also 5 to the right. To get the thickness of 10, you can see from here to here. Right? And I'll bring it down a little bit this way. Which I'll measure this depth here of what? Of 5 altogether. So measure depth of 5 downward from 0 to 5. And I can easily close it up. I can easily close it up from this point. And this point too. And here also. right? Then I'll bring this to this point here, to touch here, as you can see from the diagram. Then the other one also, from the plan here, is telling us that from this point to this point, which is this point here to this point, is 10. Then we'll move another 10 from here to here, which will be from here to somewhere around here. Then we'll move another 10, right? So we'll measure the entire height of 30 from behind here. To get logic, 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30 from behind there. I'll measure it this way. From 0 here to 30. Hope you can see that. And I'm going to draw, I want to measure 10 behind too. After I measure the 30, I'll measure 10 backward. Right? So this is 10, 10, 10, that is 30. So the next thing I will just do is taking this to the other side here. Faint line and also faint line. Alright, and this one too. Connect this to this point. Faint line and also faint line. Then this also faint line. So I can easily bring this down. Where my arrow is pointing, it's going in through. Then I can easily thicken this here. And also this here too. And also this here too. And also closing here up. Then here, closing this. Then here, closing this. You can see that. And I'll bring these two ends down this way. Faint line. Vertical line down using your T-square. Don't forget, everything is working with your T-square. Now measure a thickness of 5 downward. From here. This is 5 here. Right? So I'm going to close it up. And close it up too. Here too. Right, so now bring it down a little bit. And I'll move this from this point straight down to touch here. Then here, straight down to touch here. As you can see, this line you're seeing here is this line I'm drawing here. Right? So the second line too. We'll bring it down. And I'll close it up. I'll close here too. Then here also, I'll just do this. I'll come here, close here too. You might be wondering, if you look at the plan from the top, you see this pathway, this through point here, right? This pathway here. Then here coming here and here coming here is what you're seeing, right? On a normal day, you'll be seeing this supposed to be covered because of the base here, just like the front is covered. Right, because you're looking from the up, this line here will be filling up the space. It looks as if it's a straight line. And also here, the same thing too from the plan here you're seeing. Start taking, then looking from the front here, This thickness from here to here is what my arrow is from here to here. Then from here to here, it looks as if here to here is closed, but what is closing it is the line behind that's actually blocking it. So we proceed. Now after that, we project here up a little bit. This end here, take it up. And here also, you take it up a little bit, right? And you close it up from here, right? And you can virtually bring this down. Then let's take this way, which I'm going to explain now. So let's start. We know from here to here is 50, and the curve you're seeing here is covering everything. So what simply means that if the width here from here to here is 50, that means the base here also be what? 50. You get the logic? So I'll close it up. Alright, let me bring it out that box. Because when you're drawing an isometric circle, you need to bring a box out. This is the box I'm bringing out. I brought out all these boxes you see here. Now what I'll do is I'll join the diagonal from here to here. You can see that. And when I draw the diagonal, we know that two diagonals will give us the center of the figure. So this is the second diagonal. So the center is here. So it's that point. I'm going to draw my vertical and horizontal axis. The vertical line from here to touch here, and the horizontal line from here to touch here. So what I'm focusing on is this. So I'm focusing on this. So I'll just name them to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have my reason. So what we just do is, and I'll call it to be A. So from A here, we're drawing a line. Then from B, I'll draw another line to touch 2 and 3. So from B, I'll draw another line to touch 2 and 3. You can see that. So this is where the line is touching 2, and also what we have here. So where the line of B3 is touching A, you have a point. And when it's touching 2, you have another point. That's from this point I'm going to draw my circle. So when I place my compass at point B, I'll take it to 2, so that I'll find a way of connecting 2 and 3. You can see that this way. Right? Then I'll come to this point here, put it here, and I'll find a way of connecting 1 and 2. Right? Hope you can see that. So let me taking that out. You can see that. So I'll do the same thing for the other part too. So it's not difficult. Then you take your line from this point and connect it to this. No, you use this. You connected A to this point. You connect here to the other point too. this way. You can see that. So what you should just do, instead of repeating the same process, just transfer the points. So transferring the point here, I'll have this point with your set square and your t square. This point will come on this line here. Then the next point will come on the next line here. Hope you can see that. Right. So I'll now use my compass. So the one I'll first of all do, since this is B, I use B to get this arc from here to here, from 2 to 3. Then I'll use this point here that B is connecting to here to get the other arc from this point to this line here. Then make it more. You can see that. And I'll come to, I use this point to get this arc here, so I'll come to the other point to get the other arc. So let's place it at this point here, and I'll get this. So this will just stop here. So let me taking that out. Hope you can see that. Then I will just connect these two ends here. See what I've done? Now we're not done already. There's a rectangle in between in this figure here, as you can see from here. And the thickness of the rectangle is 15. So I'm going to measure 7.5 upward and 7.5 downward from the center here. So I'll just take my compass. I'll measure 7.5 from 0 to 7.5 here. I'll come to the center point. I'll mark up 7.5, down 7.5, making what? 15. Then I'll take my instrument here, my pencil, and I'm going to draw a line this way, and also place it here, draw another line this way across those points. Now the length of it is given to be from here to here is 5 plus 10 plus 5, that is 20. I'll still take my compass and measure 10. So from 0 to 1 is 10. And I'll place it at this point. And I'm going to mark 10 to this point and 10 to this point. Right? Where I am going to now draw my vertical line this way. Is that taken? Right? And I'll close it up. And here also. Can you see that? Then it's going through. That's why you see this dotted line here. Shows that it's going through. So I'm going to draw a line this way. Now what is the thickness of the line? Thickness of the line is just from here to here. That's 10. From this point to this point. That's enough to go through. So I'll just come here. And I'm going to mark 10. So marking 10 there. I'll just take my instrument from this point to this point. I'll take it up. And I'll come here also from this point. I'm going to close it up. And I'll come here also from this point. I'll close it up. Right? So that is the other aspect there. Now the next one is you have a curve here. So if you can look from this junction here, from here to here is 10. From here to here is from this point to this point here. Right? And that is 10. So I will just take my compass and I'll measure 10. We know that distance from here to here is 10. Is that taken? This is 10. And I'll place it here. I'll mark 10 up and another 10 again. Is that taken? Then from here, I'll mark 10 here. This is 10 already. And I'll come again, another 10. So this is what I need here. So I can easily project them up in this fashion. Right? I just project them up in this fashion. And I'll close it up here. And here. Now I've brought out a box. So that box I'm about to draw is, I'll just draw a line that'll pass through the center here. A line diagonal, just like we've been doing before. Then I'll connect either from this point here to this point, and from this point here to this point. And they are meeting here. So I can take my compass, right? And I'm going to connect these 2 points here. So if I place my compass here, at this end here where they meet, just like what I did here, I'll take it to this line here. And I'm going to draw this. Hope you can see that. So I'll connect that 2 points together. So I can just thicken that out this way. So you can now thicken that from this point. You can see that. And I'm going to do the same thing here too. Exactly what I did here, I'll do it here. So you can just transfer the point instead of branding this again. And just come here. And this point is this point here. I'll take it up. Then transfer these 2 points to here. This is it here. Then this end point here to here. This is it here. So I'll just connect them. Then this point here. Can you see that? So I don't have to stress myself. Just draw your diagonal connecting these 2 points to this point. You don't really have to even do this. Just connect this to here. Then you transfer the point. What you need is just this end point here. So if I place it here, just take this point here, then connect this to this. Can you see that? So I'll taking it out. So you can see that. So I'll just connect here to this point. Hope you can see that. So we successfully reproduced the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. Right? This from here to here is from here to here. This edge here is this edge here. The height from here to here is from here to here. The thickness from here to here is from here to here. That's from the side elevation. This is the lowest point K here. All together. Lowest point K. Then the height is from here to here is 50. Then from here to the other point is 25. So radius of 25. Then from the front elevation here, from here to here is from here to here. From here to here is from here to here. From here to here is from here to here. Then from here to here is blocked by this, which is this line you're seeing here. Then this thickness here, that's the front. Then this here is what you're seeing here, right? Showing that it's going in through, it's on the hidden line here. Then from the plan, this is the plan here. This curve here, you're seeing in elevation, this is the curve here. So from the plan, you're seeing this line, which is this line here. The space here shows that this is blocking this line. Then this other line here too is this line you're seeing here. The space here means there's a line blocking it, so let me just add that. Then this other line is this line you're seeing here. You cannot see this baseline from the top, right? Then this thickness from here to here is from here to here. We're seeing a curve like a straight line. Is that okay now? This is what we have. So you should not forget to do your front, your dimension is very important. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.